Hey Astroneers, Games for Life here, and in today's video we're gonna be taking a look at the most unique biomes in Astroneer, and that's why I'm on Vesania. Here we'll take a look at the Bubble Tree Forest. This is by far the most notable biome here on Vesania, and it's also easy to spot. You can literally see it from your space shuttle before landing. It's usually up on a plateau, like this one, and once you see it you definitely can't miss it. Now, I've already visited all of the biomes I'm gonna show you in this video, and I placed one of these green beacons so they are easier to find. But trust me, you can easily find these on your own. And yeah, I guess I'll leave the beacon here, maybe we'll come back another time. And I also left one of these buggies on each planet, so traversal is a little bit easier. But yeah, so let's head on to the next one, which is the Solo. There we'll be taking a look at the desert craters. And keep in mind, these are not the official names of these biomes, but the official names are kind of boring. You can also find them on the Astroneer wiki if you're interested in doing that. And there it is. Let's head to the Solo. And now it's time to find the green beacon, which is right here. Awesome, landed right next to it. We don't even need a buggy for this one. Right, so the beacon is in a crater. And yeah, since the Solo is basically the representation of the moon, you can imagine it's full of these small craters, but there are also bigger craters like the one we are in right now. And yes, we are inside of a crater right now. I know it's so big, but let me find the edge right here. See, so if you stand on the edge, you can actually see it all. These are pretty cool. They're called something like desert craters or whatever. You can recognize them because they are all yellow, and the entirety of this planet is kind of gray and boring, but this is the good part of it. And the other good side is there are only a few plants trying to kill you here. Like these spiny things. I don't remember what they're called. But hey, I died. That's nice. And we respawned back at the shuttle, luckily. So our body is right here. Let's get all the resources back. There we go. And let me check the list. Next up is Calidor with the Great Desert. So we're basically going from desert to desert, but on two very different planets. You'll see Calidor's deserts are full of life, unlike the Solo. Yeah, so let's head over there. I hope we've got enough hydrazine for all the trips. If not, then we'll have to stop on Glacier for a bit to get some more hydrazine. But for now, we'll head to Calidor, the arid planet. And there's our beacon, so let's head over there. Whoa, plenty of resources already. Here's our buggy. Give it some power. Yeah, so unlike the Solo, Calidor's desert have some trees as well. And these cacti, cactuses, cactus, the green things with spikes on them. But these have no spikes, so you can't really die from this. This is a peaceful desert after all. And it's even better because it's full of helpful resources. And we flipped the buggy. No problem. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Resources, right. So we've got resin, compound, clay, anything you really want over here. Oh look, there's some ammonium right on the ground in the desert. That was easy. So yeah, if you need these basic resources, head to Calidor, search for the Great Desert, and you've got everything you need. Just look at that compound deposit. That's so big right there. And again, some plants will try to kill you, but I think you'll be okay. While you're here, you'll also see a ton of caves, just like these ones, so you can venture down into the planet. Overall, Calidor is my favorite planet, so I suggest you set up base somewhere over here and use a ton of solar panels like I did. Oh, and there's some graphite right here, as well as, what is this? Wolframite. Yeah, so you've got plenty of resources in Calidor deserts. Next up is Silva, so let's head to Silva's Mushroom Caves. And here we are on Silva. We'll have to do a little bit of digging for this one since it's in the caves. So we've got a large rover right here. I've already dug a way down, so all we have to do is go on the road through the tunnel and we'll be there in no time. So this is it. This is like a basic digging rover. All you basically need is a paver, a drill. I have a drill mod 3 on this one, I think. And you also need a soil canister, filled with soil of course, for when you go through caves and the paver has to actually work in order to keep the road going. I won't lie to you, this is the biome I'm most excited about. And here it is, the mushroom caves. So this is what it looks like. You've got some basic plants trying to kill you, but since it's on Silva, you're pretty much safe in here. And it's not only visually appealing, but also useful. It's full of resources and generators, stuff like that. And it also comes in handy for a few missions, but I won't spoil that right now. You can see we've got stuff like copper and aluminum over here, and these huge mushrooms that simply look great. It would be cool if you could jump from one to the other, but you can't really jump that high. And these little ones are all over the place as well. It says mysterious mushroom, can be deconstructed with explosives or recycled into scrap. So that's pretty cool right there. You can get scrap for this, or you can blow it up with explosives and you probably get something cool. I don't know, I'm gonna make a video about this in the future, so stay tuned for that as well. Oh, and every once in a while you find one of these which has a light inside of it, and I don't know what it means, but it looks so damn cool. And you've got these ones on the walls and ceiling as well, and it's a pretty high ceiling in this layer of caves. It's pretty close to the planet's core, but like I said, you can easily get here with one of these rovers. All you need is a paver, a drill, you need some soil and also some power for it, because each of these draws 1 U of power. So just one QTRGG won't cut it if you're actually drilling. But yeah, so these were the mushroom caves from Silva. Let me know what you think about these in the comments below, and if I should make a separate video on these. Up next we've got Novos with the pink-tipped mountains, so I'll see you there. Here we are on Novos, and as you probably already know, this is Vesania's moon. Novos is a pretty interesting planet, especially since the last update, where these were added, the fractal roses. Now I have a separate video on just these things, but I'd want to show it to you really quick. These are really cool and they grow differently depending on the planet you place them on. So yeah, Novos is now more interesting than ever, but what I want to show you here actually is the pink-tipped mountains. That's, in my opinion, the most unique biome on Novos. So let's get to the green beacon over there. These are the pink-tipped mountains. I know it's like a pale pink, not really pink, more brownish, but that's what they are called per the official, unofficial, official kind of, I don't know, Astroneer wiki. So yeah, you can find tons of resources here, such as lithium, which is really rare in the rest of the galaxy. And you've also got these big compound patches and resin. You've also got research items and tons of cool looking organic. It's hard to traverse because it's really rugged terrain, so I don't recommend bringing a rover here. You're better off just on foot exploring this place. Oh, and look at that, there are some fractal roses over here as well. And of course the plants trying to kill you, as always. You can't live without those, right? I'll head back to the shuttle, and our next stop is Glacier. We're gonna do a little bit of refueling there, and then we're gonna see the Cage 3 caverns. When it seems like we're jumping with the rover as well, didn't expect that. But yeah, I'll see you on Glacier. We're on Glacier now and we're refueling the rocket. Got some extra hydrogen as well to take with us. Okay, now let's head for the Cage Cube caverns. I think that's what they were called. The Cage 3 caverns. Whatever, same thing. So we'll take the digging rover and we'll head down there. This is actually the road that leads all the way into the core of Glacier, and the railway goes there as well. Got some videos on that too, if you want to check them out. And yeah, we'll not go all the way to the core in this video, we'll just go to the layer where the Cage 3s are, which is admittedly pretty close to the core. It's just past halfway there, I think. Now that I think of it, we could have taken the train down here, but yeah, we'll do that next time maybe. Oh, and here we are. These are the Cage 3 caverns. So let's take a look. Let me turn on the oxygenator so we don't run out of oxygen. And yeah, so basically these are the plants that make it unique. They are just organic, purely decorative for now at least. Who knows, maybe in a future update you will be able to do something with them. Right now you can just dig underneath them and they'll disappear in a couple of seconds after you do that. So there's not really a ton you can do with them, but they look very cool, so you can set up a nice base down here. And there are also these big ones, which you can do the same thing to, so you can like dig underneath them and they'll fall over, then disappear. I don't want to do that because they look very cool, so I want them over here. I'm pretty sure this is a very good spot to build a base. Maybe we'll do that in a future series, who knows? Let me know down in the comments so that I will know, so that you will know when I do it. Alright, and yeah, the caves, that's what we were talking about. So you've got some cool resources down here, like hematite. Yeah, I forgot what that was for a second. And you've got titanite as well. I really hope I got that right. Yep, it's titanite. So you can basically do a lot of stuff down here, and it also looks very cool. So I guess that's it for Glacier. Next we'll head to Aatrox. Yes, Aatrox, my favorite planet of them all. And here we are on my favorite planet of all, Aatrox. Here we're gonna take a look at the Cauldron Caves, and for that we'll need another one of these digging rovers. So let's go ahead and drive down there. We'll probably encounter a lot of plants that try to kill us, since this is Aatrox and you know how Aatrox is. I mean, I'll be surprised if we don't die right now, because that would be an achievement. Visiting Aatrox without dying for once would be a nice change of pace. So the Cauldron Caves are pretty far down. You'll need a strong drill to get here, since Aatrox's rock is really hard. And these are the cauldrons. That's why it's called the Cauldron Caves, because these little guys are here. I mean, they're not that little, honestly, but they're here, and they can't really hurt you, it seems. Probably the only thing on Aatrox that doesn't want to hurt you. But don't worry, because you've got poisonous plants right next to them, and some spiky plants, and some poisonous plants. Yeah, so that's amazing. We love Aatrox. So this is basically the Cauldron Cave layer on Aatrox. You can see it's pretty high, the ceiling is up there, and as you've probably already imagined, it holds a lot of useful resources such as ammonium, quartz, and many more. So if you're looking for a nice place to die, then head to Aatrox and into the Cauldron Caves. You've got these taller ones as well as these fatter ones, and some plants who shoot you as well. Yeah, so it's all fun on Aatrox. Out of all the biomes, this is definitely the most dangerous one, since it's on the most dangerous planet, right? And I'd say, let me turn on some lights, because I can't see anything in here. And I'd say the cooler one was the Mushroom Caves on Silva. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Which do you think is the weirdest? And while you're down there, don't forget to also subscribe. It really helps a lot. I've been Games for Life, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!